Hi and welcome to Sizabantu P2ILTE tutorial lessons. Today I'm going to show you how to add local symbols on your program, or how to create local symbols on your program. I've got from the previous video. You can go and check on my channel. The previous video, you can just use the drop down menu to see your symbols. You can just go there to export or import your symbols, and then there I've already exported, but I'll just put one there to export again, just to show you. It will save it in the Excel file. And it's exported successfully. So you can also, on your network, I have two networks currently. You can put the header, and you can also put the comments. I'll put the header as a start stop, which would be a start stop program for a motor. I'll also put the comment. That's where you can put your comment, just to make our program more professional now and more structured. As you can see, on the network 2 also, I'll also just say retaining, which I'll be retaining the memory bits which I'll use on network 1 to retain our output. That's always the best way to do it when you're programming with the delta, because it doesn't allow you to use the Y output more than 2 times as the input in your program. So it's very important to use memory bits if you are doing a big program. I'll just put the retain comment just to make my program more readable to anyone. This is the best way to do it. Put your header, put your comments on the program. Now I'll show you the best way on how to add your symbols, unlike on my first tutorial or lesson. On the side there, you've got the, let me first compile the project. You've got the main table, which is under global symbols. We'll go there. This is the best way to add a symbols to a program. Firstly, I'll change my program just a bit, because we have to put the memory bit there. This is how it will show you when you have your local symbols. When you can set your local symbols under you can just insert them under there, your output. As you can see, it shows me my motor, it shows me my stats. Those are the symbols that I already have. This is one way of doing it. So I'll change just to memory bits there. As I was saying, that it's best to use memory bits when you're programming with the for a Delta PLC using ISPSoft. As you can see, X1 will start, X0 will start, X1 stop, M0 will retain under the parallel input, and then it will switch out on the output, which is Y0, which will be your pump. You can just put there the motor if you want to, but for now I'll just put Y0, because I want to show you the best way to add your symbols, unlike on the drop down menu, but it also works. So I will delete those symbols, Then I'll go to global symbols, and then you can also just right click to input or export. There you can also choose between clearing your table or not clearing your table. It's always the best to not clear a table if you're busy with the project, so that when you are keep on adding new things on the program. But because this is the new program, I'll just clear, and then I'll double click on the main table, and then remember I've just imported those symbols, so I'll delete them also so that I start afresh and show you how it will be like. This is how your program will be structured. There will be no check on the drop down menu, and also there it's always the best for me. I start with writing down my local symbols or your global symbols or your tags before I start writing any program, because you have to know everything you want to do beforehand. This is my start x1, then I'll put a comment start button. It's a Boolean. A Boolean is a value. It only has two possible outcome, which is 1 or 0, which is true or false. So if you choose false, that means the value will always stay low up until you press your button, then it will be high, it will be true. So also my stop will also be my Boolean value, because but you can also make it false if you want to, but it's not recommended. You have also your word and your double word, which basically the word is 16 bits, which can be 1 up to 8, and your D word is 32 bits, which can be a positive or negative number. Then you have your timers and the counters. And then you also have real values, which can also add decimal points, like your weight. And then you also have your arrays. I'll get more to that on other lessons. The more we go with this program, because we keep on expanding from this program, adding timers, counters, your real values, your double values, your word values. This will be my motor, which will be my pump start, and then I'll add my memory bits. It's always also the best just to name memory bits, because I like to use them a lot, so it's the best to also put them under your tags. I'll also show you how this local symbol table will help you when you are writing your HMI program. You'll be writing it very soon. Okay, now your tag table is finished. Then you can export if you want to. And then from here you can just type start, or you just press that drop down arrow, and then you choose your start. And remember, each stop is always x0. That's why I changed it on that side to x0 on my table. Then you can just press on the drop down menu, and then I will select my pump. Now you can see the program is getting more structured than it was on the first video, and on the first minutes of this video. This is one of the much better way to make your program more readable to anyone. Basically this is the start stop for the pump or your motor. I will also add the comment on my pump so that it doesn't confuse you or the reader. Pump start, or maybe I should say retain value for pump starts, but it's fine. Then you compile your program, check the errors, and then that's it. This is the program. You press start, and then you have your stop, which is always high. That means if you press start, remember your start is a push button, so you need the retainer to retain that output. So let's just keep it high, and then the memory bit will switch on the output, which is Y0, which is your pump start. That's the program for today. On the next tutorial, we'll be adding timers and counters on the same program. Today's quiz will be: which data type value will be the best to use if you are writing a program which will be reading a value from a way bridge, let's say from your main entrance scale in your building or in your company. Thank you. See you on another video. Please like and subscribe and share for more.